Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is Monday Night Raw. We are coming to you live from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. It's not the Tokyo Dome, it's Monday Night Raw. No. Sadly, as much as I hate to admit it, no, it's not the Tokyo Dome. Anyway, we are here in Tokyo for this event here tonight for Monday Night Raw, and it promises to be another big one on the build-up to No Way Out to the series finale, as the main event you see right there. Number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship will be decided tonight between Triple H and Daniel Bryan. These two men engaged in quite the battle backstage last week. Triple H stood tall last week on Raw. Can he do the same here tonight and guarantee himself a date with destiny, a date to become the potential World Heavyweight Champion that he has been craving, and a date with the Bullet Club's World Heavyweight Champion, Dolph Ziggler? That waits to be seen tonight, because we know that Daniel Bryan will equally do whatever it takes in order to secure that number one contendership and bring the Yes Movement riding into No Way Out in an attempt to win his third world title. With that being said, that's a main event I can't wait for. And we're supposed to get things underway with a singles match right now, but coming out right now is the leader of the Brood. Seems as if Mordecai's interrupted and he's got something to say. Here he is, the leader of the Brood. The first time we've seen Mordecai, well, first time Mordecai's had something to say since the events of Bad Blood. This is something to behold. This is actually kind of surprising, to be fair. Mordecai, I mean, his Brood are meant to be in action later on tonight in a number one contenders match, but Mordecai was not meant to be here at all. But it seems as if that has not stopped this man. And Mordecai, well, he's just kind of struck the elephant in the room right from the bat. Tonight, his Brood will not compete for the number one contendership. They believe that there is no better team out there than the Brood, and they will make that point be shown after they decimate the New Day tonight. But they don't want the pity party. They don't want the number one contendership that they already deserve. And Mordecai continuing on here, now referencing back to a few weeks ago when Undertaker defeated Dolph Ziggler. He says that win, that was not a win for The Undertaker. The Undertaker does not deserve the right to win. That win went to Mordecai. That win went to the Brood. Just reminding The Undertaker where he belongs now on Raw. And finally now Mordecai is about to finish what he's got to say, it seems. Pay attention to how his Brood decimates everyone here tonight, because it is a warning message to Raw. The time is numbered. The Bullet Club's days are numbered. The Brood is here not to help, not to take part, but to take over. You have had your warning. You have your time. But the Brood is just delaying the inevitable. Mordecai with a chilling threat to everyone. Bullet Club, the Raw roster itself. Mordecai is ready to go after anyone and anyone as his Brood sees fit. I'm surprised, to be fair. Mordecai, I mean, you know, he has a tendency to just come out and do what he wants, because that's how the Brood operates around here. And it seems as if he's done it again. That match tonight means nothing to the Brood. So my guess is, obviously because the Raw General Manager isn't here, that match is going to be for the number one contendership. Just at a guess. I don't see any reason not going to be for the number one contendership even. I think the New Day have just automatically become the number one contenders, if you ask me. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be. There's not another team out there right now that deserves the opportunity. There's not another team that can come close aside from the Brood. And Mordecai just said on behalf of the Brood that they don't want it. And of course, if Mordecai doesn't want it, that means the other two don't want it. That means Kane and The Undertaker don't want it. Because that's how the things work in the Brood. They have to follow the lead of Mordecai. And he has inflicted his influence here tonight. Well, it's a very interesting affair, I believe, is the best way to put it. And, well, now we wait and see what happens in that matchup later on tonight, to see if anything different will occur, or anything along those lines, I guess. But, here we go now. We're going to get this one underway. It's going to be Diesel against Drago in what is actually going to be Drago's final match as a Raw superstar. During the week, was able to make a good deal with Dario Ranallo, and I've been able to get the chance to bring Drago over to ECW on a very good deal. I have been able to trade away a talent who has given a lot to ECW, to be fair, but I don't think as a general manager I really truthfully know what I can do with the talent any longer. He might be making his debut on Raw next week, but Drago will have his final match here on ECW, before going to ECW, I should say, and it's going to be against the big man that is Diesel. As the Bryan Kendrick will watch on from the sidelines. It's interesting to see what the purpose of this match is, I think, and why this one has been put on by the Raw general manager, but we'll see what's going to happen in regards to that. I mean, we know the number one contender for the United States Championship's already decided, but I don't think these two men are anywhere near guaranteeing themselves that right for that championship, so I guess that puts that out of the way. Tag team titles have just been decided, and Drago's not in the tag team. I don't really know what the purpose is, but I guess it's just a match to showcase some talent, being as a lot of matches have been decided already when it comes to championship matches. Of course, the only one left is the Women's Championship, but we know that Carmella's going to wind herself up in that one. Oh, that was a bit of a bad sneeze. Anyway, get things underway here with this matchup, and Drago is going to try and fight in this one. Of course, he wants to go out with his head held high. He's had some great opportunities here on Monday Night Raw. He's had the chance to become the United States Champion in the past, and he's truly one of those standout talents, I believe, and I think ECW could be a great place for Drago to make a name for himself. He's going to try and go out here with one final win over Diesel. Last time we saw Diesel, I think he was getting decimated by Luke Gallows a few weeks back, so definitely he could do with a win as well. Uh-oh, caught that boot as if it were nothing. Now Drago's in for trouble. The 7-footer looking to have his way here with Drago, who's in a world of trouble with that single leg Boston Crab in, because he's got a 7-foot man basically leaning on his body, which is not causing much help for him whatsoever. He's up to his feet, both men are, to be fair. And Drago, sent face first into that turnbuckle. Where's he going now? He's going up and over and out from that top rope. What is Diesel going to do here now? I'm interested to see. Oh, Drago sent into the steps. This is not the farewell party he was hoping for, I imagine, on Raw. It certainly is a very tough combatant to have on your final match as a Raw superstar. But Drago not giving in there, counters his way out of it, and is he going to go back in here? Maybe, maybe not. He's up on that top rope, and Diesel runs back into the ring, but Drago there just kind of flew himself into Diesel. Not really sure how much that one could have paid out as a good move, and Diesel forcing himself back up to his feet there. Sent into the corner once again is Drago, and oh my god, is the poor man in for a bumpy landing. From the top rope he is lifted, sidewalk slam, and down he goes. Diesel is now in total control over Drago. And I don't think this is Drago having a disappointing performance. I think this is Diesel just finally finding something within him for the first time in a while and just getting ready to decimate the smaller man. What a huge punch that was in the face. And there's another one for good measure. Clubbering blow. And Diesel is going to hope that that one gets the win here tonight in Drago's final match. Drago's still kicking out, though, at an early count. He's still got a lot of fight left in him here. Wrenching on the neck now is Diesel, and here comes the end now. This one will do it. So long for Drago on Raw. He had a great run, but it has come to an almighty end with a jackknife powerbomb. Cover by Diesel. 1, 2, 3. Destructive win for Diesel, and the Bryan Kendrick is overwhelmed by it. Well, it seems there's no time for Kendrick and Diesel to celebrate their victory. Diesel wants something extra here for Drago to deal with. Oh, this is a different send-off package than I imagine Drago was expecting. Diesel with a chair in hand, scaring the referee out of the ring, and now here we go. The chair shot down onto Drago. 2 for good measure. But it doesn't look like we're done here, even though Diesel's pummeled it in. Kendrick wants to go, and that's exactly what he'll get. The final shot laid down by Kendrick. That is the end of Drago's career on Raw. Well, that was something to behold, I guess. So long Drago literally battered on his way out. That was truly something to behold, and now we move on. The Brood is in action for the second time, but of course this was supposed to be a number 1 contenders match, but now that's just been thrown out the window by Mordecai earlier tonight. The Brood are just going to fight this one now. They're just going to go to battle, I guess, against the New Day for little purpose, and to just beat them up and do what they have done on many occasions. We'll see what they'll do tonight, and we'll see. I guess we'll see what's going to happen. I'm still a little bit flustered by everything that's gone on already in this one. But we'll see. We'll see what'll happen here. Kane and Undertaker last week, of course, utterly decimated. Blake and Murphy the week before, and now they get ready for this match here. Another win, but of course for this one it means nothing because we already kind of know the number 1 contenders are gonna be. It's gonna be the New Day. Just gotta wait on that confirmation, I guess, because like I said, there is no one who comes close at this point. And all 3 of them heading towards the ring here, ready to have a bit of fun, I guess. I don't really know. I don't really know if you can have fun against the Brood. You're walking a very slippery slope when you go up against them. And yeah, I don't know how this one's gonna go. But they head towards the ring. They know they're going to have that opportunity against the Bullet Club now for the World Tag Team titles. It just matters as to when it's going to be. Will it be at No Way Out, or will it be on the Raw before it, which of course is 2 weeks from now. Only 2 Raws left after this one before we're done with this series of Universe, and we move on to the next one. So that one could be very interesting. The New Day still ready to prove that they deserve to be the number 1 contenders in this one. Still ready to prove that they have to, that they are ready to go through every fight every single time. Although it'll mean nothing by the time they come up against the Bullet Club because they will have just been absolutely decimated by the end of it. Let's see what will happen here as this one gets underway. It's going to be Xavier Woods starting things off against Kane. Kind of feel sorry for him. It's like the smallest member of New Day having to start things off against one of the most dangerous superstars out there right now. Kane, of course, is the reason why Undertaker's in the Brood. He went through him at Bad Blood. Taker tried to free his brother, but he failed in his quest, and instead Kane welcomed his brother into the Brood. And we saw last week how dangerous that combination was. When they, as I said, they completely dominated Blake and Murphy. I didn't even know if they got barely any moves in that one. But here we go now. Woods feeling the wrath of this one. Oh, what a clothesline that was. Kane is just not giving Woods any time to recover here. Oh my god. Just launched him towards Big E there. As if he was just like just throwing something away, essentially. Woods finally able to respond, though. And fight back here. Single knee facebuster, and it had quite an effect on Kane, who goes launching some ways. Tag made now, and the muscle mass of the, oh my god, of New Day is in. But that one, well, that didn't go that well. He's caught with a thunderous big boot. And we know what happens when you end up in the corner. In comes the dead man. This one just got a bit more aggressive for the New Day to have to deal with. This is a man who doesn't want to be in the Brood, but has to be in the Brood. And he has to take his anger out on everyone else in the match. And that is exactly what Undertaker's doing here. Big E in a world of trouble right now. And as I was talking on there, I was handed a note making it official that, yes, the New Day are the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. However, they will face the Bullet Club 2 weeks from now on the final episode of Monday Night Raw. That means that whoever becomes the #1 contender for the Women's Championship is going to face Paige at No Way Out, as Raw has secured 3 matches due to the Bullet Club. You're welcome, because we know everyone wants to see the Bullet Club. Xavier Woods there, trying for a bit of strength, but he couldn't get any there against The Undertaker. And The Undertaker, not one who wants to play nice, especially given his current situation. Shouldn't have tagged Woods back in. I think Big E made a terrible mistake there, tagging Woods back in this situation, because he's in for another beatdown. Double flapjack there. Now the big red machine is back in. What will Kane look for now? Nothing, apparently, as Woods is able to pull out a counter. Can he get a little bit more going here? Yes, he can. Incredible strength there by Woods to hit that Northern Lights suplex. There are bits of... oh my goodness, I was about to say there are bits of offense coming out in amongst this destruction by the Brood. But that uppercut just kind of changed everything. Undertaker now. Undertaker actually wants back in this one, and Kane will listen to the request of his brother. Back in comes Taker. Seems he's not done with his job yet. He wants a bit more to lay into Woods, but Woods is still fighting back here. Somehow pulls off a backbreaker, and I think another tag is needed to be made here into Big E. And that's exactly what will happen here. Once more, it's Taker and Big E face to face, and well, that's what happened in that moment. Just caught with a kind of simple but effective clothesline, but still one that's going to be leaving one hell of an impact on you. Big E now trying for something here, just trying for anything, as the Brood are mostly dominant in this one. Look at the strength though of Big E to hit that sit-out spine buster. Look at how quickly Taker just bats it off as if it was nothing. In the corner now is Big E, and also there as a result, he's in a world of trouble. Snake Eyes by The Undertaker, and oh no. Oh, choke slam. But it's not going to be Undertaker who's looking to finish this one off. He's looking to keep down Big E a little longer though. I think it was Taker who got the win last week, and it might be the idea that Kane gets it tonight. Big E might, I don't know if he was looking for the big ending or not there, just as a move of hope. But it certainly didn't work out. Caught there with a reverse DDT by Kane. And once more, another clubbing blow there. The New Day are in an utter world of trouble. And oh, what was Xavier Woods thinking? Tagging himself in there. He wants to go after Kane. He wants to prove that he is not going to back down to the Brood. He's not going to back down to anyone. He will fight any battle for the New Day. But that may have been his crumbling mistake. Sidewalk slam by Kane. And he's ready. He's in position and he wants to strike. Kane calls him up to his feet. And now prepare for a chokeslam from the worst place possible. Chokeslam from hell. And the cover on Woods. 1, 2, 3. The Brood decimate another team, and more so to the point, decimate the #1 contenders to the tag team titles. Mordecai stated earlier that he wants to be given that opportunity when there is no other team left. They know they're deserving of it. Well, he just proved that point right here, right now. They don't want the pity party, the pity #1 contendership. They have gone through everyone basically now. They've even gone through the #1 contenders. And if that doesn't prove that this is the most dangerous threat out there for the Bullet Club, then I don't know what will. I say that as someone who of course is an avid supporter of the Bullet Club, and it's the second week in a row I say it. I am worried for the Bullet Club. I do believe that the Brood are incredibly dangerous, especially when the mastermind of Mordecai is leading the way. Well, we'll see them two tag teams square off for the titles 2 weeks from now. But we've got a woman in action next who's got a match secured at No Way Out, but no opponents for her. For the first time since Bad Blood, Paige is in one-on-one action, and she'll take on Asuka. Alright, let's get into this one. Women's matchup for us here, and it is two women who have a, like I said, I've said this on many occasions, I think when they've squared off, a bit of a storied past with one another. Asuka is responsible for having knocked out Paige in the middle of the ring once. However, Paige is currently the one with the last laugh of them all, considering she currently holds the Raw Women's Championship. She is scheduled to have a match at No Way Out, and she doesn't even know her opponents yet. Obviously, we can assume even that Carmella's going to be in it, because she has that opportunity allowing her a championship shot when she chooses. So why not take the chance at No Way Out? No Way Out's her limit, anyway, to the best of my knowledge. I don't think that is allowed to go any further, but Asuka, for all we know, if she gets a win here tonight, could find her way right into that scenario. And, of course, there's already, I think, Gail Kim to worry about once more for Paige, given that Kim has been on a roll yet again since Bad Blood, and, of course, last week she defeated Carmella in one-on-one action. Asuka, meanwhile, going to look to pick up another win here over the Raw Women's Champion. However, it has been an unstoppable time for Paige since she won that title back at Over the Limit. Only lost, I believe, once since she gained that title back then. And as Paige gets ready to come towards the ring here, don't worry, she's not on her own. She is accompanied out by the World Heavyweight Champion. That is right, Dolph Ziggler, bringing up the rear, just to remind everyone of how loyal and how unified the Bullet Club truly is. He doesn't even have his world title. He's not even making the attention turn to himself. That is how humble and loyal to the Bullet Club Dolph Ziggler is. He isn't forcing people to turn their eyes to him. He isn't forcing people to stare at the show-off, even though people should, because at the end of the day, he is the show-off and he is a magnificent specimen. But instead, it is all about Paige. It is all about the women's champion in this one. Ziggler's just here for support for the women's champion herself. And that just goes to show you how thick the Bullet Club is, how much unity runs throughout the Bullet Club. What a strong unit it is, and what a time it is as well to be a Bullet Club supporter right when they're at their peak and when it seems as if there's no sign of anything happening to send them off the top of the mountain. Asuka getting a little bit of a better start than Paige right now. Front face locks, and she was the winner of the collar elbow tie up there at the start. But, oh, DDT by Asuka, actually. So things aren't going too well right now for the women's champion to deal with. But I have total faith that Paige can turn this one around. Irish whip here. Nice sidestep there by Paige, but it's quickly countered by Asuka. Paige gonna have to go out of the ring temporarily, catch her breath, and Asuka, oh, almost kicked Ziggler there. Ziggler was trying to give her a little bit of aid, you know, just remind her what she could do in this one to turn this match around. And Asuka was having absolutely none of it. Blasted Paige. If she had blasted Ziggler, that would have been a disqualification victory for the women's champion. Asuka is making life incredibly difficult here from the start. But the women's champion finally turning things around. German suplex to Asuka here into the cover, but Asuka powers her way out before even a 1 count could be made. As much of a supporter of the Bullet Club as I am, and as much as I believe that they are the greatest faction there is, I'm not going to discredit Asuka. She is an incredibly tough opponent. No matter who you are, she is going to test you every single way imaginable, and as far as she can test you every single week. And that is why I think Paige has a little bit of respect for Asuka as well, as opposed to the likes of Gail Kim, who whines like the majority of the Raw roster when they don't get their opportunity, even when it's not deserved for them. As in the case of Gail Kim, she lost a bad blood, she lost fair and square, and she runs around complaining that she deserves another shot. And then you've got Carmella, who believes the future is about her despite only winning a handful of matches in her entire career. That I don't buy. You just got someone then like Asuka, who keeps herself silent, but is awfully deadly. Asuka gonna fly in now. The flying bum tackle connects. Cover by Asuka to try and put away Paige here. There's one, and that's it. Paige is, like I said, she is struggling in this one. Asuka, of course, in her home country as well, and I think that is really making a difference in this one. The hometown, well, the home country support for Asuka is a huge difference in this one. Asuka gonna look for the Asuka lock here. Gonna try and bring it in on Paige. Paige, though, does a great job to counter her way out of that one. But look at how difficult it is for her to capitalize in this one. Asuka just unable to get opportunity, to let Paige get opportunities going. She is staying dominant in this one. And that can only just weigh down the women's champion and make life even easier for Asuka to pick up the win in just a short while. Paige moves out of the way, has an opportunity here to perhaps look for something, and she's going to look for it right now. Rampage DDT. She gets it. Paige plants it down onto Asuka, and this one could be a sudden victory for the women's champion. There's one, there's two. Oh, Asuka kicked out at 2. It was close. It was very close there to it being a win for Paige. And now look, since she hit that, the match has turned around in favor of the women's champion. Falcon Arrow there, using the ropes as leverage, and Ziggler enjoyed that one, and I know I did as well. Now here goes Paige to the top rope. She has been worn out by Asuka, but she's still got the fight within her. Up high she goes, misses the elbow drop though. Asuka can capitalize here. Once more honing in on the back, perhaps just trying to wear it out and stretch Paige's back out so that when she sits in that Asuka lock, it's going to be at such an awkward angle that there's no way out for the Raw Women's Champion. But speaking of no way out, of course, if Asuka wins here, like I said, I think this is a surefire candidate to be at no way out at the challenge for that Women's Championship. But Paige going to make sure that's not the case here. Paige Turner! This one could end it. Cover away from the ropes. Asuka can't get to it, but she still kicks out. Paige would like nothing more than to embarrass Asuka in her home country and remind everyone who the dominant woman of this division is. Looking for something there, perhaps maybe looking for the PTO, but it was ultimately denied. Into the cover once more goes Asuka, and Paige is still able to kick out very early on. Oh, big drop kick though once more, kind of like the back of the head, and kind of like the top of the spine really was where that drop kick was hit. That one though, a firm kick in the small of the back. That back of Paige has been honed in on by Asuka in this one. And then I got to give credit. It is a viable tactic by Asuka for success. German suplex countered. Roll through by Paige to perhaps win it here. Cover by Paige. There's one. There's two. And Asuka still kicks out. That was A very worrying moment, maybe, for Asuka, but she's recovered here. And she gets the flying tackle again into the cover. There's one, and a whole Paige still kicking out early. What a back and forth bout it just turned into right there and then between these two women. But Paige still continuing on here, and now Paige with the Asuka lock. Paige has got the Asuka lock stitched in deep here. Is the Empress of Tomorrow in big trouble? Can Paige embarrass her with a tap out? Asuka thinks otherwise. Oh, that was very close there for Asuka indeed. Oh, it looked like Asuka was perhaps thinking of a kick there. This crowd is on their feet right now watching on, but she's stumbling. Asuka was dazed. A slight mishap, and Paige capitalizes. A second Rampage DDT. Thank you very much for coming, Asuka. But one split-second mistake is all Paige needs to give this match to the Bullet Club. 1, 2, 3. Paige wins. What a hard-fought contest that was. And what a difficult win that was for the Women's Champion. Dolph Ziggler ultimately pleased with that one, and see, just went to show how humble Ziggler was. Not once did he choose to make an attempt to distract the referee. Not once did he cause havoc within the match, unlike we see so much from the Raw counterparts when they are managing. Dolph Ziggler just stood there, watched on, and allowed everyone to prove just how great Paige really is. Bring forth Kim, bring forth Carmella, the result will be the same, and still Women's Champion Paige. That is not a promise, that's a spoiler. Prepare for it, because we know from now until beyond the future, Paige is the sole dominant figure of the Raw Women's division. And with that being said, I like the sound of that. We're going to move on though to our next contest, the number one contender for the United States Championship. Cody Rhodes will go one-on-one with the artist known as Aiden English. That's up next. Well, this is the tale of Aiden English continues on. The artist who left Simon Gotch by the wayside and has said he never wants to see that man return again. It is all about this man. It is all about the Drama King. However, I don't think that's the case, truth be told, because if you look at Aiden English's record, ever since he left the Vaudevillains, and ever since Simon Gotch was indefinitely put on the shelf, yeah, it's not been great for Aiden English. It has not been one to remember at all, but who knows? Shocks have happened, huge shocks have happened within this universe, and we'll see if somehow, someway Aiden English can perhaps cause a shock of his own. But here comes Aiden English anyway towards the ring now, preparing to do battle with the, what's it called? With the number one contender for the United States Championship, and the man who will face the leader of the Bullet Club in just under even 2 weeks from now. No, just over 2 weeks from now. I don't know math. Just under 3 weeks is what it is. There we go. Right, so anyway, English is in the ring. I blanked this so hard, but the man who's coming at him now beat Kofi Kingston in a hard-fought number one contendership match last week in order to become the man who could try and take that championship away from Adam Cole, baby. Many have tried, many have failed. However, Cody Rhodes is something different, and I will admit that. Cody Rhodes is an incredibly talented superstar. He's a former world champion at the end of the day. And he did not need any special opportunity. He didn't need a Money in the Bank. He didn't win a Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes fought his way to that title opportunity and then won it when everyone thought it was impossible for him to get that championship. That is what made it so surprising when he pulled out that win. This is a man who went face to face with Brock Lesnar on far more than one occasion and lived to tell the tale each time. Cody Rhodes is an incredibly tough son of a bitch, truth be told. And I just don't... I think that's so criminally underlooked about him. And even when Adam Cole was studying tapes on Cody, he admitted the same. How criminally underrated Cody Rhodes is a shame. And how there's always a way for Cody to become a star if he saw fit. Throw away the match at No Way Out, put on the shirt, and join the Bullet Club. Make the smartest decision of his life and become a star etched in the names for history, for eternity within this universe. And you know what? I agree with Adam Cole. That's a genius idea. Cody Rhodes can do one of two things at No Way Out. He can try and fight and fall short as many others have before, or he can go and do the right thing and do the thing that will guarantee him a future. Throw away the match. Let Adam Cole win. Let the Bullet Club firmly keep their control and dominance over that division, and let Cody Rhodes join the Bullet Club, make the smartest decision of his life, and realize that his future lies with the Bullet Club, not with a 2-bit general manager who could turn his back on him at any given second. And right now, to be fair, Cody Rhodes is actually having a bit of difficulty against Aiden English. The Drama King is really making life difficult for the number 1 contender here. Off the top rope he goes, and he nails the missile drop kick as well. What will English look for now? Might have been looking for the director's cut maybe, but Cody was having none of that. Running elbow, they drilled him right in the head. And now let's see if Cody Rhodes can assume control in this one. There we go, he's got him down there. Michinoku driver into the cover on Aiden English now, but it's nearly kick out. Cody Rhodes is just looking to try. This isn't a match where, you know, a lot is on the line. This isn't a match where it's vital that he picks up the win. This is a match for Cody where he knows where he can learn his ability and he can just get out there for the sake of getting out there and getting a bit of experience under his belt, getting a little bit of momentum. Aiden English is pretty much just that at this point, an enhancement talent, and nothing more for him on the horizon. English though with the counter, sends him into the turnbuckle. Counter back though by Cody. Running Bulldog. Things ain't looking good for Aiden English right now. This one could be on its way towards an end. Alabama Slam. Rhodes is dominating this one now, just as he needs to do. These two sizing each other up now. No! English just pushed Cody into the referee, and Cody giving him what for? Sending him to the outside. And now, with Cody Rhodes unaware of what's going on, the United States Champion is here to take advantage of it. Adam Cole, baby, giving Cody Rhodes a reminder of what is on the table, an offer to join the Bullet Club, but if he won't, he'll pay for it. Panama Sunrise by the United States Champion. English and the referee none the wiser for it. And Adam Cole just reminding Cody Rhodes what is at stake here, what he should do for the greater good of everyone. Throw that match away. Don't try fighting the Bullet Club, and instead join a band of brothers who will stick by one another until the end. There is a spot waiting for you, Cody, and until you accept, you will not be able to have your own way. That's a wrap by Aiden English, and he goes into the cover with 1, 2, 3. Aiden English pulls off the win. And at the end of that all, it is a win for the Drama King, because Cody Rhodes, that was your final offer. Join the Bullet Club, do what's right at No Way Out, let it all slide away, and we know that you can help us stay on top. Hell, you could even be a future world champion once Dolph Ziggler decides his days are numbered. I'm not saying you will be, but I'm saying with an offer like that, I think it's too good to refuse. If you want to be like you are, so be it. Just enjoy this happening week after week, especially when you don't even have a United States Championship to your name. That will end this contest. Aiden English is your winner. Lovely jubbly. And well, now that we've looked at one number one contender, we will now find out the new number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Coming up next, it's Triple H and Daniel Bryan. This is a match not just about being the number one contender, but this is a match that has a personal vendetta to it as well. Triple H, of course, cost Daniel Bryan the opportunity to go one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler last week, and in his own right filled in for his boots and laid out the show off on the very stage that he stands on right now. Daniel Bryan's return to Raw was squandered by the game in his quest to prove that he deserves the shot and no one else. Well, now tonight Triple H has to prove it, has to prove a fight that he shouldn't even have to go through, if you ask me. And there is one man who's not willing to wait for that fight. If Triple H wanted to get the jump on him, Bryan will do the same tonight. We're underway prematurely, but Daniel Bryan could hardly wait to get his hands on Triple H after what happened last week, after being laid out in the back by the game. These two men are going to go at it right here, right now. This is how you pretty much kick off a main event, it seems, between two men who just absolutely cannot stand one another. They haven't even got in the ring yet, and they're still brawling on. Suplex there on the outside by Bryan. Daniel Bryan looking for his first world title shot since back in April. Triple H looking for the championship shot that he's always deserved. We're underway here now with our main event. Who will get the right to face Dolph Ziggler in just under 3 weeks from now? And No Way Out for the world title. Bryan unloading away with yet more strikes and kicks. Triple H still pulls out the reversal. Powerbomb maybe, or pile driver by Triple H. It's countered by Bryan. Fights his way out of it. And Bryan will, floor Triple H with a huge clothesline there. What more can Daniel Bryan do early on here? Exploding away with offense. His first time in the ring in months. And Bryan is looking to make it an emphatic return to boot. I just hope that he doesn't do the wrong thing here and screw out a man like Triple H, who deserves that shot more than anyone else on the Raw roster. Daniel Bryan's just walked back in here and suddenly thinks he deserves a shot at the title. Think again. This has been Triple H's for the taking for some time now. Daro and Arlo just too biased, too scared to allow two people he doesn't like representing his brand at No Way Out. Just because he doesn't like them means that they're not getting what they deserve. And it doesn't matter if he doesn't like them or not. These two are some of the greatest talents out there. Triple H and Dolph Ziggler are absolutely incredible talents and deserve nothing but the very best. But that's not what Daro and Arlo will give them, because it's his brand and we do as he should say. Spoilers for your sunshine. The Bullet Club runs this show and has done from the very day you took office. You are a paper leader, and you are nothing more than that. And you are a scumbag for trying to screw over a hard-working man, a hard-working athlete, and a hard-working citizen like Triple H. And giving it to those who suck up to you in order for you to give them what they need, like Daniel Bryan is right now in this main event. Bryan with a diving head, but it shouldn't put away Triple H. He's been through far worse battles and he's been through far more people than to result in this putting him away. And there's the proof. He kicks out at 2. Bryan unloaded away early on in the attempt to get the upper hand on Triple H, and now Triple H turns the tables, flips it over and hits the spine buster on Bryan, but it's only a 1 count for the leader of the S movement. Well, for Triple H, even on the leader of the S movement, he is not going away yet, but Triple H is going to look to try and put it away right here, right now. Spoil any hopes for Daniel Bryan. Squash his dreams as they should be. Bryan, though, he's out of it. Bryan with a huge clothesline gets himself out of that one. Triple H maybe in a bit of trouble here. It's going to be the yes lock. The yes lock. It's stitched in by Bryan now. Can Triple H get to the ropes? We've seen Tyler Breeze locking this in while Bryan's been absent. Will he be able to put him away here? Triple H is crawling around. He can't find the ropes, I don't think. I think Bryan was blinding his vision, but Triple H gets out of it. And the game resumes control in an almighty fashion there. Pummeling away into Daniel Bryan. Look at this now. On the mat. Triple H, the larger athlete, standing above Bryan. There is nothing that Bryan can do. Trying to fight back once more. Triple H denies it. Oh, this one's going to look good. Pile driver. What a beautiful sight that was. And now Triple H taking matters into his own hands to try and gain an advantage here. We'll think about that one in a little while. But another cover on Bryan took too long. And that's why Bryan was able to kick out as early as he did. Bryan finally pulls out a counter now. Can he turn things around? No, he can't. Triple H again denying him that opportunity. But a big DDT there will floor the game. Now what will Daniel Bryan look for? He sees Triple H in the corner. Follows up with a running drop kick. Bryan may well have been gone for some time, and he may well be a very boring athlete. But to be fair, in his boring game, he hasn't missed a spring in his step. And he's still going just as well as he used to. Triple H, though, hasn't got a doubt of ring rust to worry about, because he's been taking name after name, week after week, while Bryan has been taking a paycheck for sitting at home and doing nothing. Bryan rolling outside of the ring temporarily just to catch his breath, proving that Triple H has got this one-upsmanship on him. Great counter there by Triple H. All that build up there by Bryan for that kick, and it didn't mean anything because he couldn't even hit it. Into the ring post now goes Bryan. But Daniel Bryan pulls out the counter there. Running elbow. What can Bryan do here? Looking for something big. Triple H pulls out the counter. German suplex for your troubles. What a counter there by Triple H. And now he's unloading away. Spine buster to Bryan. Hit it, Triple H. End this one. Fight for that title that you have deserved since day one. Put a smile on my face. Give us the match that we deserve. Give us Ziggler and Triple H at No Way Out. And that, I think, is about to just come true. The kick in the gut. This time, the pedigree. Triple H nails it on the money. And that one will end it. 1, 2. Daniel Bryan kicks out. God damn it. Triple H, though, doesn't look flustered at all. He's looking like he's maintaining control in this one. But Bryan pulls out the counter. And Bryan's feeling a wave of momentum. But Triple H is feeling a wave of power surging through him there as he sent him down with a clattering clothesline. But Bryan now able to fight back in this one. Here we go now. Daniel Bryan unloading away here. A huge amount of speed following Daniel Bryan. The running elbow there once more. And Bryan now going to look for these horrid yes kicks onto Triple H. Kicking the man in the chest, trying to take the wind out of him. Come on, Triple H. Fight back in this one. You're better than this. And you know you are. Bryan going to go to the corner. Going to look for the running knee here. Will he be able to nail it? Oh no, he got it! Daniel Bryan caught him firmly on the money. This cannot be happening. I will not let this happen. Bryan into the cover with 1, 2. Triple H kicks out. That is what I'm talking about. Daniel Bryan, though, doesn't look like he's done. He wants Triple H up on his feet once more. I don't think he's... I would be surprised if he had enough in him to go for another one, and he doesn't. He's feeling the wear now, he's feeling the effects, and he is getting an almighty punch in the face for his troubles. Triple H is busted open, but he's carrying on in this one. Now resorting to less than fair methods, but if the referee isn't going to do anything about it, why stop? The spine buster there, but Bryan able to get up on his feet. These two men right now trading back and forth. Bryan's going to go to the top rope here. I think he might go for the headbutt once more. Bryan up high. He's going to fly. No, he's not. Kick in the gut. Triple H with a pedigree for Bryan. That is why the game is always 2 steps ahead of his opponent. He knew just what Daniel Bryan wanted, and he knew just how to end Daniel Bryan. 1, 2, 3. Triple H is your #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. What a moment to behold. Triple H gets the win, but his night is not done, because Ziggler, he didn't come here to support Paige. He didn't come here just to talk, just to celebrate Bullet Club. He came here to send a message to the #1 contender, and he gets to do that right now. But Triple H is going to fight back here. Ziggler having absolutely none of it though. The world champion now in the driver's seat for this one. Triple H is somehow finding a way to fight back in this one. No, this is not going out the way it was supposed to. Come on, Ziggler. There we go. He pulls out the reversal now. These two men are going quite back and forth here. But Ziggler is still the one in control. Laying out trips there with the neck breaker. Come on, Ziggler. You know what you want to do. You know what you want to hit. And everyone, let's count along, because the referee's only going to watch on. He's powerless to stop this one. The onslaught of punishment by Ziggler, the world champion, having his way with another opponent. And the 10th one for good measure. That is a world champion. That is a man who always stays on top. And tonight, Dolph Ziggler gets revenge on Triple H. Stands atop in here tonight. But will it be the same at No Way Out when these two incredible combatants collide for the World Heavyweight Championship? We got the match we deserve. We got the competitors that know how to put on an incredible match. And most importantly, Mauro Ranallo will be forced to pout once more because he couldn't get his own way. That is a win for Triple H, but it is Ziggler who stands atop at the end of the night. Will that be the same as No Way Out? We'll find out in just under 3 weeks' time. But that's going to end this episode, Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And from the Bullet Club, you're welcome.